preparing it. Got
Sweet.
it.
Got it.
Okay, we got it here. Hello, everyone. This is Wendy in your Coaches Getting Premium Clients group. And we are here with Tara Cassidy. She is an amazing health and wellness coach. And I can't wait to speak to her because she's going to talk all about how your health has so much to do with the success of your business. And so she is going to first welcome. I'm so glad that you can be here.
Thank
Thanks
you
for
so
coming.
much, Wendy. It's such a pleasure to be here with you.
Yes, I was reading your bio and you've got a lot, like you were mentioning, you have a lot of letters. So so just tell us a little bit about how it is that you got to be a health and wellness. First, what you were doing before, and then how you became a health and wellness coach.
Yeah, sure. So before I became a health and wellness coach, I worked in the world of pre-K through 12 education. I was in the classroom for about that long. I was a kindergarten teacher, pre-K and kindergarten teacher, and then I worked at the national level and the local level, doing a whole variety of things. The last job I had, I was an executive administrative assistant in the district office of a public school system in Northern Virginia. And when I got that job, I had like brain fog and gut issues and, health stuff that could get in the way of me thinking clearly and being in that position, right?
Right.
Because it was for like the number 2 position in the district. And I couldn't play around and be like brain foggy and not being able to think clearly. I had to be on my best game. And
Mhm.
so the nutritionist that I had worked with and alternative practitioners had suggested that I stop eating gluten. And I was like, yeah, but it's bread and pasta. How can I give that up? Right. I had already given up dairy 25 years prior for the same reasons, but like, it's bread. Come on. And
Right.
so finally I was like, I bit the bullet and I did that. And I'm always very conscientious of what I'm eating because it completely affects our energy levels, our clarity of thinking, our moods.
Hmm.
If you're prone to depression or anxiety, food also affects that, any gut issues we have. So that was kind of the beginning, and people would come to me all the time. What are you having for lunch, Tara? Asking me for pointers about, what I was eating or what I should do. I also spent about 8 years as a personal trainer before that. So the
Oh,
physical part is also really important. It affects our brain health and how clearly we think,
hmm.
whatever way we move, whether we're in the gym or not. So when that job became less than desirable, I was looking for something else, and I had my coming to Jesus talk with myself. And I'd honestly wanted to be a health coach, but didn't know how I was going to do it. And so I sat down with a mindful magazine, and I was just flipping through. I didn't even have a subscription. I was flipping through and saw an ad for the school that I attended.
Oh,
And so I
and
began taking classes there.
cool. And what was the school? What was the name of school? Maryland
It's the
Institute.
Maryland University of Integrative Health. And every class I took, I was like, I know this. This is where I belong.
Oh,
So,
awesome.
yeah.
Great. So since it has helped you with your job, it's going to help people with their businesses, right?
100%. Really, it really does because we tend to drive ourselves in this country so hard until we make ourselves sick. And I want to find a way, to help others do that, for them because I blew out my adrenals and I was like really fatigued and it was terrible. So helping people find that balance between where we pause, the food, the movement, it's really a holistic game.
Hmm. Right. Okay. So could you give us a couple of tips that you might help your clients with? Like, what is the first thing that you do with them as soon as they first start
Mm.
working with you? Some kind of assessment, or what is it that you do?
Honestly, the first thing that I do is we pause, we ground ourselves, we quiet our minds. Because if you're busy in your daytime, if you still have kids at home, or even if you have young adult children, you're working full time, we need to calm the brain so that we can actually do the work that's
Mhm.
really going to affect your entire body. And so we honestly, we pause.
Okay,
The very first thing that we do.
excellent. Okay. So what is the main thing that you help your clients do? Losing weight, or like what is the main focus, depending on what their problem is, correct?
Um, so you'll laugh at this, but it's I was raised by a feminist woman who was like, the kitchen is for the birds, right? And she was busy, out changing the world. And um, so I didn't learn how to cook at home. My grandmother wasn't a cook either. And so I'll come full circle and answer your question. But
Okay.
um, so what that amounts to is our comfort in the kitchen. We've gotten so accustomed to doing things fast and easy, but that doesn't nourish our entire body. It's easy, it tastes good, like salt, fat, um, all of that good stuff that, like, whoa, it turns us like Lay's potato chips, right? Or big bowl of mac and cheese. Like,
Mm.
um, especially if it's, a boxed mac and cheese. Anyway, I really focus on getting people comfortable in the kitchen. So many people I talk to, they're like, yeah, I have to get healthy, but it's too much time, it's too much money to eat healthy. And the third thing is, like, I hate cooking.
Yeah.
And I get that. I came from, multiple generations of women who hated to cook, men too. It's like, ugh, whatever. So I teach people to get out of their mind that it's hard. It's not hard, it's easy, especially when you know what to do. And I take those pre-K kindergarten teaching years and I simplify it, make it easy.
Mhm.
There's no judgment whatsoever. Um, and let's get more veggies on your plate. Let's learn how to cook them and get them into your everyday vernacular. We eat 3 times a day, if not more. And if you think about how often you have something that grows in the ground that you're cooking, it's rare.
Mm.
In the functional medicine world, you should have 9 to 16 servings of vegetables every day.
Wow, 9 to 16.
Yeah. So
That's
imagine that.
that's all. That is a lot of vegetables. Do you mean 9 to 16 different vegetables, or like two or three a few times a day?
Ideally, you want to have a nice, rainbow mixture of vegetables. And, a large salad can take care of most of that.
Mhm.
Um, And so I talk to my clients about that as well. It's like, what does that look like? I'll give you a list of vegetables and you go, yeah, I don't even know what that is. Cool. Maybe down the road we can experiment with that. But like, let's pick the ones that you're familiar with, that you like, and then there might be something that you might be familiar with, but not so sure about. So anyway, it's like keeping it really simple and bringing it in. And I even have a Facebook Live show within my Facebook group every Tuesday, and it's like we do simple things like how do you cut leafy greens, kale, collard greens. I mean, as simple as that, and saute them, and they're amazing. So
Cool.
it's those little baby steps to help people really get comfortable. And that's just the tip of the iceberg, what I, help people with. But yeah, they come for weight loss and they get a lot more. They end up changing jobs. I don't know.
Wow. What about fruits? Because I love fruits, but I know they turn into sugar at some point.
Well, if you're eating real fruits, whole fruits, that's great because you're getting the fiber. Your body knows what to do with that and it breaks it down more slowly.
Hmm.
I always say vegetables and fruit so that people get in their minds that we should have more vegetables than fruits, right? You don't want to have 16 servings of fruit every day, which is easier, right? Because it's like candy. But
Right.
yeah, as long as it's whole fruit, you're fine.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So I know that you have a couple of free gifts for us here in the group.
Do.
And
Yeah.
one of them is really cool. Like the title really is intriguing, a chocolate meditation. Can you explain what that is all about?
Oh my gosh, yes. I've had so many people say they absolutely love the chocolate meditation. Um, I also teach a mindful eating class, and the mindful eating is really about getting in touch with food. We have a tendency to move, 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 fast, 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 two bites and swallow, right? You're not tasting the food, and you're not fully nourishing yourself. Your digestive system is not happy. If you have any acid reflux or any other digestive issues,
Hmm.
pause for a moment and see if you're chewing more than maybe 4 times. And I can guarantee if you chew a little bit more, that will settle down. You want your food to change from solid to liquid in your mouth before you swallow.
Oh, that is
And
interesting. Yeah.
and we don't do it. And if you're from a large family and you have to inhale your food so that there's some left, you definitely don't know what your food tastes like. So the chocolate meditation is about slowing that down because so many people love some chocolate,
Yep.
and it takes one little bite, and I take you slowly through truly enjoying everything about that piece of chocolate. One small piece of chocolate. It's pretty amazing. And I think it's only 5 or 6 minutes long, the
Yeah.
meditation. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. And then you also have a PDF as well that you wanted to offer as well. What is that about too?
Yeah, that's about I think the title of it, what's the title of it? It's cute. It's Get Your Sexy Back Checklist, right?
Oh yeah, yeah,
Get
yeah.
Your Sexy Back Checklist. It's about nourishing yourself from the inside out, right? We get glowing skin, supple skin. We look younger when we nourish ourselves from the inside out. And that list of veggies that I was talking about a moment ago,
Mm-hmm.
that's what that is. It gives you an idea of what's in the rainbow and why it's important. So it's kind of a checklist of really delicious vegetables and fruits that cover the rainbow, because the more of the rainbow that you eat, the more micronutrients that your body is getting. And that's where the glowing skin comes from. That's where the good nails and the good hair come from. And I'm not ashamed to say that I'll be 53 in a month. So
Ooh, happy birthday.
yeah, thank you.
That's
So
awesome.
and it's from eating well. I have chronic illness, but I really focus on a low inflammatory diet. It's like the 80-20 rule is eat 80% really good, really yummy stuff, and 20% have fun. Like have the ice cream. Just don't have it every night.
Right.
So yeah, Get Your Sexy Back checklist is to help you get your sexy back. And the more you're eating good food, the better you feel. It's a little embarrassing when your stomach's upset and your face shows it when you're not feeling well.
Right.
And the
Yeah.
energy, and so you can work those 8, 10, 12-hour days when you have to, but nourish yourself first. I beg.
Got it. Well, gosh, this has been such a great information that you've given us, and we can't wait to check out your chocolate meditation and your get your sexy back checklist. That'd be awesome. I'm going to be putting the links to both of them over this this video, this live. And thank you so much, Tara. It's amazing. And I hope you feel better. Just earlier this morning, she told me she got her back. She hurt her back or something. But and she came and I didn't even hear about it until like 5 minutes we were supposed to come on. So you are a trooper that you came
Uh,
on here to speak with
Thank
us.
you, Wendy. Such a pleasure.
All right. Well, thank you. Thank you so much. And if you all have any questions for you, just go ahead and ask underneath this live. I will get you. Actually, I should invite you to this group. Are you in the group? The coach is getting, I don't think you're in the group. I'm going to invite you
I'm not
so
sure that
that
I
you
am.
can, yeah, I don't think so. I'm going to definitely invite you so that you can actually go and answer any questions that anybody might have. All right.
Yeah.
All
Yeah. And
right.
I just wanted to say, Wendy, if anybody's interested, I have a free 3 day free masterclass that starts tomorrow, and it's really
Oh,
digging in. If anybody's um wants to get comfortable in the kitchen, join me. I'd love to have you.
oh, that's right. So I can put a link for that as well. So there'll be
Terrific.
3 links.
So
Three
many
links.
links.
So I'll make sure I'll label each one so you know which one is which. So thanks
Terrific.
so much. It sounds like a great masterclass coming up.
Yeah,
Excellent. All
absolutely. Thanks so much, Wendy.
right. Thank you, Tara. We'll talk to you all later.
Bye.
Bye-bye.